Hey guys, Admiral AJ here. We're back again with another Pokemon video. Today I'm going to be making a tier list of all the starter Pokemon. This has the Galar ones on here, at least the first forms. Yeah, so these will just be representing my opinion on the line as a whole, but everything else will be in with everything else. I don't have a script for this. I don't have anything. I'm just gonna go by what I see. So, first up we have Sobble, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like Sobble or any of its evolutions. Like, if we look at Inteleon, like, I really just do not like it. It's the worst of the Galar starters, I would say. Probably one of my least favorite starter Pokemon. And that is disgusting. Yeah. So, Sobble, D tier. Just, no, I do not like it. Then we have Chestnut, Chespin's final evolution, and I think it's pretty good. Got a pretty good to shiny, pretty good stats. Grass and Fighting is a pretty cool type combo, but its battle prowess is minimal, so B tier. Same with Delphox, but I would put Delphox a little higher than Chestnut just because that was my first Kalos starter. Then we have Ivysaur, and I like Ivysaur. It's a very good middle evolution. One of my favorite middle evolutions of the starters, really. Charmeleon, it's alright. It becomes red, which is... Sorry, I got something in my throat. It becomes red, and that's just loss on Charmander and Charizard. And, it has the one horn. It feels like a big Charmander and not really its next step towards Charizard to me. However, it is a serviceable design. It's not something that it's something that I don't mind looking at. Wartortle, A tier. Actually, it's B+, actually, because I do have the same gripe, because if you take a look at Squirtle and its tail and Wartortles, you're like, oh, that's pretty cool, and it gets these cool little, like, wave details on it, and it looks really cool, but Blastoise just changes completely on it, aside from the fact that it's a turtle that's blue. Like, there's no sign of the cannons or anything. Still, pretty cool. Really enjoyable. Bulbasaur, easy A tier. One of my favorite starters of all time. I really do like all the Kanto starters. Venusaur, B tier. It's just, I just don't like its design as much as Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. It's just good, great, and understandable, but meh. Charmander, that's an A tier. Charizard, A tier. They're just well-designed Pokemon that can do well in battle. As much as they are overrated, but at the same time they do warrant a good amount of the hype behind them. Even if they were a later gen starter, I think they would have almost the same amount of hype, but the most of the overratedness of these two probably comes from Gen 1 and it being the first and the mascot of Pokemon Red. I think that's kind of the situation with all of the Kanto starters, really. But I do love all of them a ton. Squirtle and Blastoise are by far my favorite of... Actually, yeah. Squirtle is S tier. I just love it. When I think Squirtle, I think of happiness. It is my favorite starter. Chikorita, easier. I've used it a couple times. It's serviceable. Same with Bayleaf and Meganium. This whole line is just kind of meh. I'm not gonna turn my nose up to it, but Cyndaquil and Cyndaquil's whole evolution line is good. Quilava takes a bit of a dip in quality from Cyndaquil, but Typhlosion, but it is a reasonable transformation into Typhlosion as it gets longer, and then you have this huge beast. But if we're talking past Gen 6, it has a terrible design. If you just look up Typhlosion's 3D model, it's instant disappointment. Like, let's just look that up quick. Like, you have this badass Pokemon with flames shooting from its neck, ready to obliterate everything. And then it's 3D model, and it's dirt. I'm a Typhlosion. Its flames only come out when it's attacking. And I think that if they use this model for, like, exclusively out of battle, it would be fine, but in battle is just terrible, really. So, there's a Pokemon, so Xerneas actually, if I can spell it. So Xerneas has a similar situation where this form is actually only in battles. Everywhere else it has just the blue, but then you send it into battle and it just pops out. It is incredible. But because I do really like it in like black and white, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and honestly, I think the starter's most important roles is the games where you can get them as your starter or relatively early on in the game. That's where they matter the most, because if you can only get them through like transfer or like doing something obscure in post game, then I don't think that matters as much. But in the games that Typhlosion is starter, amazing design, 10 out of 10. Ta-da-da. Another one of my little water baby boys. Croconaw, serviceable, and then for Alligator, amazing. It's actually the first Pokemon I hatched shiny from the Suda method, and it was just random. I had an egg lying around. I decided I would hatch it, and imagine my surprise when I got a shiny of it. So, pretty good. That memory definitely helps. Trico, A tier. Grovyle, A tier. Really like Grovyle used to be B tier, but then I played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time. Great character in it. Really do like it. Sceptile. Alright. I don't like Sceptile's design as much as the other Hoenn Final Evolutions. It's a great Pokemon design, but there's just something about it that I don't really like. Torchic, A tier. PP C tier. And Blaziken, S tier. I really do love it. It is amazing in battle. It has a great Mega, great ability. The only thing that's really bad about it is it's shiny, but I can forgive that just because I'm not a huge shiny hunter. I'll occasionally do a couple hunts here and there, but I'm not going after shinies. I'm more competitive of a player, so I'm gonna put Turtledove right next to Squirtle. Mudkip, good. Marshtomp I don't like it. I do not like Marshtomp at all. It's the biggest factor in whether I choose one of these, because I like Trico through most of the early game when it's Trico and Grovyle, but then it evolves and I'm just like, eh. And then Mudkip and Torchic take a massive dip in design quality when they evolve, but that's made up for when they evolve again, and I really do love them. I'm going to dock some points from Swampert just because it's Mega in Orax. I don't know. It's good competitively, great ability, great stats, but the problem with it is its design. Don't really like it too much. Turtwig. I'm comparing these to like all the other starters, so I gotta be a bit more critical. I'd give most starters A tier Pokemon if it was every single Pokemon, but as it stands, it's just starters. So Turtwig, B tier, great, perfectly serviceable, and does good. Same with Grovyle. Torterra is badass because you evolve it and it gets one of the most powerful moves in the game in Earthquake. And when I first saw that, I was just so hyped. I was like, oh yeah, everything's gonna fall to me now. So, very good. I enjoyed using it. Chimchar, amazing. Monferno, meh. And Infernape, S tier. I do really like fire starters most. Like, my preferred starter from every generation is basically everything up here. Johto is the hardest one for me to choose because I either have to forego Totodile, but I get my boy Cyndaquil, or I forego my boy Cyndaquil for my man Totodile. So, Piplup, mediocre Prinplup, and Empoleon. I've used them a couple times. They're water types. They get the job done. But at the end of the day, when I compare them to the others, it's really no competition. Snivy, I don't like its snide demeanor. Servine is just and then Superior is also just mediocre. Great ability in Contrary. It's very threatening with Leaf Storm, but other than that, not really into it. Then Tepig. I like Tepig as a design, But then Pig Knight and Embor are pretty bad. I do like using Embor in like Black 2 and White 2. It's really fun to use there, especially just destroying Charon with them. In fact, my favorite type in Black 2 and White 2 at least is the fighting type. Like, I went through the game and I didn't even realize that I was getting a bunch of fighting types because I picked Tepig, caught a Riolu, and then I caught Cobalion, Virizion, and Terrakion. And I had one other Pokemon on that team. I forget what it was. I know that it was a flying type, though. I know that it was able to use fly. But I just don't remember which one. So, Oshawott... No, stop. Sorry, I have something right in front of my mouse that's messing me up. I just moved it. Oshawott. It's good. Dewott. Good. Samurott. Probably my favorite Unova starter line, really. Because Snivy, I don't like its line too much at all. It's like a grass type in Teleon to me, except a bit better. Then Oshawott, it's fine. I like it. It has a good personality in the games. And then Dewott, Samurott, just amazing. I love being able to use special and physical moves with Samurott. Chespin, easy A tier. And Quad, just there. Fennekin and Braixen, I really love. But like Fennekin, I love its design and I just love its design. Braixen is, from what I've seen, is pretty good in Pokken. I haven't used it much, but I do like how its moveset is very contest oriented. Same with it in the X and Y anime, which I watched. Froakie, not gonna lie, I don't really like this evolution line as a whole. Greninja's cool. It has a great ability, but I'm not really into it too much. Ralph's my little potato boy. Special potato boy. Dartrix can go there. Decidueye there. Rowlet has pretty big... actually, no. Decidueye is A tier. I love its Z move animation. And I do love the Archer aspect of it. Litten and Incineroar go there, and Torracat's just gonna go down here. Just, Litten's cool. Torracat is just, it exists. It's decent, it's serviceable, but you can bet that I'm trying to get it evolved as soon as possible because I don't know. There's just something about that I don't like. Then Incineroar, love using it in competitive, and I hate facing it in competitive. Then Poplio also goes up here. Alola had a really, really good set of starters, but Brionne, Primarina. Then Grookey is my monkey guys, and Cinderace is there. I love Rillaboom so much. I love its Gigantamax form. And then Scorbunny, it's fun, it's fast. It can do stuff in competitive, but beyond that, it's just a meh design to me overall. So this is my completed starter tier list. If you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe. And I will see you guys when I feel like making another video. So hopefully that's soon.